Bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? What is going on? A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. Bro, what are you doing? You can't say that. A whole civilization will die tonight? No, you cannot say that. You are the president of the United States. Locker room talk worked when you were not the president. You're the president. You're the leader of the free world. You're the man with your finger on the trigger, your finger on the button, the football in tow all the time. What are you doing? A whole civilization will die tonight? Mr. President, with all due respect, that shit don't work. It don't work. I love you. You're my guy. I still support you, but you can't talk like Laura Loomer. What is happening? Just the other day, Pete Hegseth said we're gonna back to the Stone Age. I feel like I am at a July 4th barbecue with the Irish side of my family who's had too much to drink. And they're just going, just bomb them into the Stone Age. Just wipe them all out. You can't say that. You're the president of the United States. There's a lot of things you can say. We're going to send in the B-2, the B-52, the F-22, the F-15, the Tomahawk missiles, the Moabs, the JDAMs. We'll even threaten to nuke you tactically. We're going to destroy your infrastructure. We're going to wipe your military from the planet. We're going to take out your entire government and put in a puppet regime and stick our hand up your political ass and use you as a puppet for the next 100 years. You can say a lot of things, but what you can't say is your whole civilization is going to go bye-bye. Everybody, see you later. We're just going to wipe you all out. That's crazy. Now, when you've got the Pope saying, slow your roll, you should probably listen. Okay, you're not Catholic, but you respect Catholics. You're not anti-Catholic. You and the Pope don't see eye to eye on everything, but he is the moral and spiritual leader of over 1 billion people. And he's saying, maybe you should pause. Maybe you should chill. Maybe you should think about the innocent lives that have already been lost, the women, the children, the elderly. And maybe you should think about the innocent lives that are going to be lost if you wipe out an entire civilization. You can't say that. I am grateful for Pope Leo's statement on the issue. I think it brings clarity on the subject. I'm grateful for all the other Catholics who've been saying, yeah, this is what Pope Leo is saying is on point here. Jesus is the Prince of Peace. He's not the God of the Old Testament that says, go into the land, Jacob and Caleb, and wipe everybody out. Kill the women, kill the children, burn the cattle, don't take the spoils of war, destroy everything. No. We don't live in that world. We don't live under that covenant. We live under the new covenant. Jesus Christ, Prince of Peace. Wars can happen if they're just war theory. Read about it. Makes sense. Can't be saying back to the Stone Age. You can't be saying we're going to wipe them the F out. The whole civilization. The inference is women, children, babies, the infirmed, the people who are defenseless, the whole civilization, the books, the dogs, the cats, the houses, the computers, the doctors, the lawyers, the babies, the grandmas, the grandpas, the trees, the beds, the toys, the history, everything, whole civilization wiped out, Sodom and Gomorrah style. Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. Doesn't belong to you, Mr. President. You're my guy. I appreciate you. I love you. You're a great president. And you shouldn't talk like Laura Loomer. She's a nut job. You shouldn't talk like Mark Levin. There's something wrong with him. He's got boomer slop syndrome. Crazy Zionist man. Let's bomb and destroy everybody because they don't like us. Bruh, you can't do that. You promised us no new wars. Now we're in a new war. While we're in this war, the economy's not doing great. Mortgage interest rates suck. Bitcoin is in the toilet. Stock market is at best manic depressive. It's up, it's down, it's horrible. It's not a good market to invest in. A lot of people are nervous. Gas prices are through the roof. Eggs, bacon, it all costs a lot of money. People can't afford anything. And this whole idea that we were going to go over there, it was going to be done in 2 weeks, 14 days to flatten the curve, wrong. Wrong. We know, we knew, we all called bullshit when it happened because we know that Iran's a pretty big place. Lots of people there, fairly complex. Sure, there are people there that need to be liberated. Okay, let's say that's true. How do you liberate people? By wiping out a civilization. You don't. It's wrong. It's very, very wrong. Now, I like to believe in my heart of hearts that you were just talking shit. And you were just saying, look, there's 48 hours or 24 hours or 32 hours or 16 minutes left on this deal, and I want to get them to the table. So I'm going to say some wild shit to put the fear of God in their hearts. Oh, what do I say? What do I say? Well, just tell them you're going to bomb them. Bomb who? Bomb? Why are you going to bomb all? You're going to wipe the civilization out. You can't do that. Stop it. Stop it. Midterms are coming up. Midterms are coming up. Stop it. They're going to say that we have a mad king who's hell-bent on war and destruction, who's broken his promises to the people and to his base, and certainly to independent voters, and that the only way to curtail his power is to pack Congress with Democrats so they can impeach you, so they can make the rest of your presidency a gigantic shit show, and stomp their feet and wave this stuff around all the way through to the next presidential election. JD Vance, probably in a room somewhere, just ducking and dodging and blocking, saying, yo, this ain't got shit to do with me. And I don't think it does. I really don't think it does. This is crazy boomer shit, man. Like, let's just blow them off the map. Let's wipe them all out. Let's just wipe out the civilization. I'm with the Pope on this one. I voted for Trump. I take responsibility for my part in this. I voted him in. I did not anticipate this. I will say that. I still think there's a lot of time left. I hope and pray that what he's saying is really about leverage and not about facts, that in his heart, he's not the kind of man that would just bomb a civilization into the Hades and the afterworld. And if he was going to do that, I sincerely hope that he would share some type of intelligence with us. But we haven't heard anything that has given us as a people. We're an informed citizenry. We're an informed populace. We're a highly educated, highly complex, well thought out group of American citizens who can process information pretty fast. And we haven't been told anything that it's like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Bomb him into the Stone Age, wipe him out. Of course not. None of that has been told. None of that. None of that. None of that. All we know is that Bibi said he was going to turn Gaza into a parking lot for October 7th. And to his credit, he turned Gaza into a parking lot. Now, you sound like you want to turn all of Iran into a parking lot, but we don't have an October 7th to point to. All we do is we have this guy who's in power over there who's been wanting to turn his neighbors into parking lots for some time now. So, Pope Leo's the vicar of Christ on earth. I ultimately think that he is a good pope. There's the jury's out on a lot of stuff. Jury's out on Latin Mass. Jury's out on what he's going to do with SSPX. That's our inter-Catholic stuff. We're going to figure that out. But when he speaks globally as also the head of a nation state and the principal the principal arbiter of moral truth for a lot of Catholics, over 1 billion Catholics in the world, you should probably listen. And you should probably say it's not just Pope Leo, it's a whole lot of other people, old friends of mine, new friends of mine, young and old, who are saying, President Trump, slow your roll. Don't say that you're going to wipe out an entire civilization. Women, kids, dogs, poodles, jackals, whatever. Don't do it. It's wrong. It's wrong. Don't do it. Whoever's telling you to do that, whoever's advising you to say that stuff, fire them. Fire them. They're horrible. Fire them. And move on. Make peace. Find a way. Not every person in Iran is a bad person. The vast majority of people who exist in that country are good people. They're innocent people. Sure, we're at war now, and there's no escaping it. And I'm on Team America all day long. So that's an incontrovertible fact. I want us to win. But you got to be reasonable. And you can't say that we're going to kill everybody. We're going to wipe them all out. By hook or by crook. Can't do that. It's very, very, very wrong. So please, for the love of God, slow your roll. Slow your roll. You're making people nervous, people at home nervous. You want to make the other side nervous? I get it, but slow your roll. Focus on what's going on over here. Borders, immigration, the economy, gas prices, mortgage rates, crypto, the future, the markets. Let us know what's going on. Enough. Enough with all of that over there. We want you back over here, and we want that war to end. And please, for the love of God, stop. Stop saying stuff like this. It's not good for anybody.